Hello Aries! Welcome to your love reading for December 2017. I'm using the Enchanted Tarot by Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. I've got one card from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck, and I've got another card from the Love Pack, and let's start with those. So this one says jealousy, which is a problem. If you've been jealous lately, that's a problem. And this one says, speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. You know, if you're a jealous person and you say very hurtful things, if you have a sharp tongue, this is you having a sharp tongue. The sword's energy is very sharp, cutting, biting words. And the message is to tone it down a little bit. If you've felt that way a lot lately, or felt that way about your partner, or have felt that way in your relationships, and you have a tendency to be jealous and pick fights a lot, then the message for you is to just try to replace those short words with kind, loving words. My cat wants to join us. There he goes. Oh, he's not in the video. Get off. Okay. So the hidden energies is this Seven of Hearts. It's the card at the bottom of the deck. When everything's been dealt, it's the shadow card. The Seven of Hearts is having a lot of choices and a lot of options in dating and in partnerships. And maybe you do or maybe you don't. It's kind of the secret. It's a secret here. So let me keep on going and see if I get some more clarity on that. The theme for the month is this King of Swords. So this could be an air sign, which would be Gemini, Libra, or, let me see, an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is also the Swords energy. This is having a sharp tongue, saying hurtful and mean words. Or it could just be about a person. This is communication as well. You know, I think the message with both of these cards is about communication and how do you communicate to your partner? And do you have a sharp tongue and say mean things? Or do, you know, the message is to say kind and loving things to your partner? But there's that King of Swords. It could also be somebody who's an air sign. And then this is you. This is all of these previous relationships and putting them behind you and moving on. Because in your past is this Tower card. So something that was very difficult for you happened in your past. But what's showing for this month is you being able to put all of that behind you and to move forward. Put all those previous relationships behind you and move forward. And maybe this here is about these relationships as well. Maybe these are previous relationships. And it's having the ability to put them behind you. Maybe they've been sticking with you and you've had a hard time moving forward and moving on. Here's my kitty. He's just black. There's not much to see. He's a black blob on the table. But this is you putting your past relationships behind you and moving forward. The conflict is this Ace of Wands. So this is a new beginning. This could be, you know, your sexual energy or your passion. Ace of Wands could also, the Wands energy, the fire energy, can also be about new beginnings for, this is a new relationship. This could also be a pregnancy. This is a conflict, and it could also be pregnancy. I'm going to wait. Let me see what other cards come up, because that might make more sense, whatever that is. If that's you, you know, you're ready to move on, but this could be sexual energy here as well. If you're just feeling, if you're feeling lonely and feeling kind of stuck in a situation. The Hanged Man is when you feel stuck and trapped and like it's out of your control. You can't move forward. And if we want to look at this as the jealousy, if you feel jealous in your relationships, this is also the message about looking at it from a different perspective. And if you turn it around and look at the situation from a different perspective, there's happiness and joy to be had. And there's speaking the language of love. So instead of being jealous, speak the language of love. Speak with kind, loving words instead of harsh. words. And just look at it from a different perspective. Because what you may think it is, if your jealousy makes you think it's one way, look at it from a different perspective and maybe it's not so bad. And be truthful and honest with your partner and have conversations without flying into fits of rage. So this was in your past. Again, the Tower card is some situation in your past that was very difficult for you. And this is your present energy, so it's feeling balanced. Tempered is tempering. This is about not having a temper, basically. It's not having a temper. It's getting your temper under control. Maybe this Ace of Wands is about your temper. But what's showing up in the present energies is getting that under control. This could also be, Temperance is also a Sagittarius, if there's a Sagittarius person in your life. And then in your near future is the Three of Hearts. This is celebration, happiness, and having a good time with your friends. My cat is being really nosy today. I don't know what his problem is. It's also about going out with your friends, partying on the weekends, going to the clubs, going to the bars, socializing, celebrating, and meeting new people. This could be a third party if there's an affair. But, you know, I don't want to say that because if you're prone to being jealous, that's the worst thing I could say to you right now. So maybe the message here is about maybe you're in a relationship or you had relationships where you never wanted them to go out because you're in your mind, they're going to go out and meet somebody and have an affair. So you try to control them and keep them at home. And this is really a message about looking at it from a different perspective and knowing that they have to, you know, everyone's entitled to have friends. Everyone wants to go out and socialize. And maybe the jealousy is all in your mind and it's not really a reality that they just want to go out and have a good time with their friends. But this is showing up in your near future is spending time with your friends and socializing. And then how you feel right here, the Queen of Swords, this is about communication. So you're very communicative, you're very outgoing. If this is also you socializing, and this could be online dating, you know, this is the one way of meeting people through communication is online. Because this is how you feel inside. So you feel very successful in your communications and your ability to speak with others and to communicate with others, to meet others, to socialize with other people. This is your environment. So this is somebody in your environment who's very generous. And if that's causing your jealousy because they're generous, maybe they're generous with other people and not so generous with you, and that's causing your jealousy, and rightfully so. But the message of the cards is to, you know, if you do feel jealous, speak what's on your mind, speak your truth, but then follow it up with loving and kind words as well. Don't always spew what you're feeling in your anger and your frustration, but also speak love to your partner and with kind words and loving words as well. So if you're communicating here, this is the communicator. The Queen of Swords is a communicator. So speak your mind if you're jealous, but then follow it up with kind, loving words here. You know, speaking the language of love. Oh my goodness, my cat is like so curious to know what's going on here. This is your hopes and fears. The Queen of Pentacles could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's also about financial stability. It's also about financial independence. So if it's a hope, maybe you're hoping for some financial independence. Maybe you've been dependent on a partner because of the money situation, and you would like to be able to become independent and to make your way and, you know, have your own source of income to not be dependent on the other person. Or if this could reflect your partner, maybe they're dependent on you. And then you would like them to gain their financial independence. But this shows up, I see this more as the Six of Pentacles is in your environment. So this is a person in your environment who's generous. So maybe they're supporting you financially, and you either want to gain your independence or you're afraid of gaining your independence, because this is hopes and fears. Maybe you're afraid of gaining your independence, or this could also be, if this is a pregnancy here, I really don't see anything else that indicates pregnancy here other than the final outcome is the Six of Hearts, which could indicate children. So if this Ace of Wands is a pregnancy and having children, or if you have children, and maybe this Queen of Pentacles is about you going off and getting a job and you don't want to, or it could also be about your partner going off and getting a job and you don't want them to. There's different ways of looking at that, because if I'm speaking to a woman, then maybe you're afraid of losing your financial independence because of children if you're pregnant. Or if you're a woman, maybe if you want to be a stay-at-home mom and you're afraid of going out to have to work and provide for your children financially, and maybe you don't want to. This could be a hope or a fear. If you're hoping for that financial independence and hoping for the job, or you're afraid of it, maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you would like to stay home with the children, or if you're afraid of pregnancy because of losing your financial independence because of the children. So because it's a general reading, it's hard for me to focus in on any one thing, because I think there's a lot of different ways of interpreting that, whether it's a hope or fear, whether you're afraid of children or don't want the children, or you do want the children. There's so many different ways of looking at that. And then here's this new journey and this new beginning. So it's either, and here's this King of Hearts. So this could be a new person in your life. The King of Hearts is just somebody who's romantic. There's Kitty. Oh, kitty, kitty, kitty. So this could be a new partner for you. He could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or it's just indicating somebody who's this new romance in your life, a new person in your life. The Fool card is a new journey, a new beginning for you. And maybe if this king is, if this is related, this could be either children. This is either a new relationship with somebody from your past. So the Six of Hearts could be somebody from your past. So this king could be somebody that you knew in your past who came back into your present. Or he could just be a person that comes into your life, and the Six of Hearts could just reflect the children. And, he could be somebody from your childhood, because this is also happy childhood memories. So he could be somebody from your childhood or somebody from your past coming back into your present and having a new relationship with him. Or he could just be a new person altogether. But regardless, it's a new beginning for you. You're starting a new journey. So this is a new relationship for you and a new journey for you. So there you go, Aries, that's your reading. There really wasn't a lot of fire energy in this reading. So it really does reflect you being very balanced, because you're a fire sign. But there's a lot of water and earth energy in this reading, and air energy. There's very little fire energy in this reading. So, and it's showing up here as this Temperance card, is you feeling very balanced. So that fire energy that you are as a fire sign is very tempered with all of the water and the earth energy and the air energy that's showing up in this reading for the month of December. But you do have somebody coming your way, or if you're in a partnership. Now my cat's on top of all of the cards, so maybe if you're in a partnership with somebody who's a King of Swords, and this could be a new person here, or this could just be if he's somebody you just met, and maybe this is just reflecting the fact that now he's becoming a romantic partner and not just a friend. There's something else here. There's more to it. This is the romance here. So, or if you are the man, this is you being romantic in this new beginning with somebody. So there you go, Aries. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Most of my viewers are not subscribers. And if you like the video, please like it. Please click the bell for notifications. I do 2 or 3 readings a month. I do weekly readings, which I didn't do this week. I haven't had time. I might quick do them. But if you click the bell for notifications, then at least you know whenever I put out some new videos, because I do quite a few every month. And then you can see some of the other readings that I do as well. Share it with your friends. Comment below. I love when people comment. I always try to write back and comment, and I always do. Sometimes they pass through and I don't see them. But generally, if I see them, I always comment. So thanks for watching, Aries. Hope you have a great month. Happy holidays. Take care and God bless.